Okay. The second time today I've been lost in a place that I got no damn clue about. First, I went off. I woke up, first off, magically appeared on a silver something, whatever. Then, went and stopped the log from taking out Vanessa and Magda. And now I'm here! Like, whatever the hell everyone else, what people turned into, and then poof, I'm here. Why did I choose to become my magic knight? Well, I could have just ran a bakery. Swear, sir. Riley, where am I? Hi, it's me, we, and I'm here to bring you part 9 of What If Asta Had Water Magic. Now, all of my current What Ifs has like 3 parts left. Now 2 for this one, but currently there's only, 2 is left for this one. 3 for Deku and 3 for Now for Me. Which is awesome! I can start my new ones. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah. We're coming up to it. 2 weeks left for all of them. What is in 2 weeks? What is today? Today is the 8th, though. 8 plus 14. Well, technically a little longer than 14, but either way, in 2 weeks' time, it would be nearing Christmas. And so I take the week off of Christmas, and I believe by the time everything happens, hold on, 8 plus 14, I'm making sure I was right yet. It would be the 22nd. 2 weeks from today is the 22nd. So yeah, I believe I'll be off by then, but there's no guarantee. Um, like the week that Christmas is on, I'm gonna be taking off of recording. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do this. So yeah, that's how I'm doing this. So there's at least one more week before the finals. Like start rolling in, right? There's at least one more week. Yeah, at least one more week before the finals come rolling through. It's gonna be wild. Anyways, yeah. Why not? Let's just get into this. Let me check what time. Okay, it's been like 4 minutes. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I forgot to grab a water today, so yeah. Let's get into this. We can see Asta just roaming through the Black Castle, just aimlessly, just walking through, just him still being battered and bruised from the last 2 fights he has been in. Right? He doesn't know what to do. I'm getting real tired of this. I am too. Of course you will. Of course you are. Anyways, I've been meaning to ask you. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about devils recently, with the speculations of Spade trying to go into Diamond. Is the rumors true of them being possessed by devils? Yes. I was once in Spade Kingdom for a very short time. I mean, short time for me would be like 50 years, but either way. for a very short time I was there, and I wouldn't really call it a pleasure to speak to a devil, but I talked to one. He also used water magic. I don't really get it. But yeah, I guess we talked a little bit here and there. Um, I met at that time the king and queen. Well, not really. I kind of probably met them. The guy I was working with was a top guard during that time. But as me and the devil talked, he explained a lot of things about how they could give the people they are possessing powers to a certain degree. I believe they said out of 100%, they can normally go 80, but they have to train with it for a long time. I don't really get it myself because us spirits have to make bonds with our like people to actually give them any type of, well, not any type, they could use our spells and whatever, but you get my point. The hybrid form of ours, that's what I mean. Okay, okay. This sucks. I'm getting real tired of this crap. I'm gonna start cutting stuff down. I found a hole. That's what she said. What? I don't. What are you saying? I don't know for a lot of my. A lot of. For a lot. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Shit. He would start to back up slowly, crouch down, and just watch within the shadows three people talking. Raya, Licht, and a guy he's never seen. These three would be talking like they were friends, and from what Asta can hear, they have a plan. Okay. Okay, okay. Oh, crap. He would look up to see nothing. To the sides, just floating stones. And all around, they would just be these random places, just weird openings. He may be able to see the one below him, but he probably would be able to. The one below him, there would be openings in quite a few places, right? Okay. Well, better late than never. You ready, Aries? Yes. Monozone. Water magic. Tidal wash away. Saying this quietly, he would have his blade. He would stab it in the ground. Water, a weird noise of like water pushing through stone, like cutting through it and going through any way it could, would eventually make it through behind these three. Then the ground would start to crack. And then water, a massive tidal wave would erupt out of there and crash on these three, and it definitely hit. Raya would be the one to say, "We got it." Hey, I'm surprised you're still here, kid. So, where are ya? Might as well come out. Monozone. Water creation magic. Shark strong bite. Multiple strongs, like multiple sharks made out of water, would fire out of nowhere, just creating as a swirling pool of water would just appear and then boom 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 fire and would attempt to bite down on everyone, but they would be moving quickly, just right, just moving or cutting them down. Then Asta would say, water reinforcement magic. Soaring sailfish. The sail would grow on his back as he would then run, and then boom! Blast off quickly, blade in hand, ready to strike down this new foe because he knows nothing. He knows the other two have light magic and copy magic. He's not taking a chance with this other guy. And in an instant, the arm, his right arm would go splat. Blood would just fly out of the wound and arcing in a shower head fashion, like how water comes out of a water head, like a shower head. Then Asta would move back to go boom. This time missing because the other guy would use his switching magic. He would hold down on his arm. Licht would go over using light recovery magic, whatever it is, like light particles, something like that. Asta would keep on moving as quickly as he could. Monozone, water spirit magic, Leviathan's bellow. Ares would roar loud, as then multiple heads of Ares would appear out of nowhere, out of thin air on multiple spots around them, and all fire down. The cannons of water would leave nothing they would just cut through anything they could, destroying the land, the ground they stand on. Now, given they would be able to use some type of magic to just stay safe. Let's say dark magic, dark cocoon. As the spells would hit, they would just be I forget what the word would be. Not good anymore. They would fully just be unusable now. It would disperse them. There it is. But that would Asta noticing this with his key. Asta would enter this area and just slice at the new foe because he's recognized something. He's realized that this guy's magic is weird. He can move, and Asta knows that it's not spatial magic. He knows how spatial magic works. He's fought many times around Finral and many other spatial magics mages, right? So he knows it's not that. He doesn't know what this could be, though. He has no clue at all. So he's going to try to get this guy out, slashing across his chest twice. One across the pec, and then one diagonally down from the pec down to the other side of his torso, to the hip. And then he would use Water magic. Try to wash away. A a surge, the ground would crack and then this would give us the opening to just bounce out of there. Got all. Oh, light creation magic. Copy magic. Light blades of conviction. Oh, joy. Asta would start booking it around the place. Then the the wall would crash down. Captain Yami would bust down through the wall and say, "Hey, don't forget about me. Dark magic, dark cloak, lightless slash." And then, you all are screwed. Monozone. Leviathan's pressure blade. Actually, wait. Monozone. Water spirit magic. Leviathan's pressure blade. And then he would thrust, tricking everyone thinking it would come out of his blade, but not licked, behind Raya, a massive head of a sea serpent would bite down on him and just drive him down into the ground. And then Asta would say, "Water spirit magic, Leviathan's maw," as he would slash multiple fang-like projectiles. Multiple fangs would just fire out at Licht. "Hey, Asta. Yeah? Who's the new guy?" "No clue. Cut him down, though." "Water spirit magic, Leviathan's fin." And then boom, blasting up, getting the large fin would made of water would encase his blade. As he would prepare to swing, he would switch places with Licht, as he would have a light blade of conviction in his hand. "Wow, so I can see your magic. I got you now. I knew it. It had something to do with switching, huh?" As he would then, Asta would fall to the ground. Dust would billow. He would crater into the ground. As that would happen, someone would run through the door. Well, two people would run through the now busted down door of Yami's. Mimosa Vermilion and Also, Charlotte would also arrive, and yeah. Who was in the main the fight? Oh, Nozel would show up. Nozel would arrive. Yeah. Nozel would be carrying Mimosa to get farther, into it faster, along with Yuna would arrive as well. Nozel would notice Asta on the ground and say, "Mimosa, go to him!" And he would motion with his hand as Mercury would wrap around Asta and pull him closer as the light blade would start to fade and blood would eventually start to pour. "Cheating bastards." "Yeah, real fun fight," they said. "Yep, real fun." Hey, Ares. I'm trying my best. You know I'm only good at covering the wounds. Yeah, I know that. Why are you doing it? Well, I'm trying. They missed. I mean, some vital organs, but still. And plus, Mercury. What does that? I found out what that means. Oh, good. Finally. Finally showed up, Nazelle. Stop patronizing me, boy. You could at least use my name in this moment. No, of course. Asta? Oh. Hi, Mimosa. You wouldn't mind helping me, would you? Then Charlotte, the elf one, would run through, right? Okay. You trying to attack Mimosa in this moment, since it does look like elves are on the backing hand at the current moment. So trying to attack them, but a Mercury wall, like a Mercury dome, would go around Asta and um, Mimosa to protect them. As Nozel would say, "Your fight is with me for now." Man, I swear, they were so annoying. I don't know what she would say in the moment, but she would say something like that. Eventually the wound would semi close, and it would be enough for the water scales to actually stop it from the actual, like, outside. But from the inside, Mimosa would do up that. Okay, these guys are pissing me off. Ugh. Hey, you stay safe. Go find Nozel. I think he's busy. Well, he's about to be way unbusy. Ares, you ready? Yes! Spirit magic! Leviathan hybrid. White eye, his right eye would go fully white. Um, his hair would, the right side of his hair, and a little bit more would go a deep blue, as the same as the scales that would be growing up his body and arm, right? Up his right side of his body. And up to his face as uh, a row of deep blue horns would grow on the top of his head, growing larger as they would go back. And a fin would go on the back of his face and under his right side of his jaw. The right side of his, like the back of his arm, would have a fin as well, along with the same one from his enhancement magic, the soaring sailfish, still being there across his back. Asta would say, "These guys really piss me off," as he would then move, going towards Nozel and his fight with Charlotte. Heading that way with his sword ready, as Asta then would appear right in front of Charlotte. Water spirit magic. Leviathan's fin. Hitting her in the side. Just, and then boom! Sending her flying, crashing into a wall. You could hear Licht yell at her, yelling for her name, her elven name, as then Asta then would say, "You wouldn't mind going it, Mimosa." "I got it, Asta." And then boom! Flying off into the direction of Captain Yami, Asta would be flying. And as he would, with his blade to his side, and then boom! Just slashing at the guy who would be about to use his magic to switch. Both arms would have their wounds closed, but his legs are still there. Just boom, boom, just taking off both legs. This guy would just fall. You know, and as a voice would say, you know, you really make me angry, kid. You really make me angry. So why don't I repay the favor? Word so what was it? Word speech, word soul, or word speech? It's one of the two. Storm of blades. Yeah, the blades would fall down, and Asta would just sort of be. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get my job done. It's been a long time since I've actually been in my body. And boom, right behind Licked. Yep. Honestly, I'm gonna time skip because I've really lost where I was. I'm really lost. Okay, I'm super duper lost. I'm so lost, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. If you want to go see a better fight in like the actual main like this fight, go to my last Asta What If. It makes way more sense. Okay? Like I'm so lost. Like I am so sorry. I'm so lost, man. I am so lost. I'm so lost. I know I keep on saying that, but I'm truly am lost. Yeah, I'm gonna time skip the magic, like eating like poop. I don't like the magic spell, the purple spell that Asta can't be hurt by in the main story. That's finally there, and then no, I'm joking. I don't know. I'm just making noises. I don't believe I have Tourette's. I don't think I do, but I could just have ADHD or autism. I don't know what I have. I couldn't tell you. But either way, Asta would be flying. He is hurt because a lot of the swords did hit him from earlier, and the demon Zagrid keeps on doing that spell, and he keeps on getting hit by him. But either way, eventually, Secker and Lumiere and Licht would show up into the battle, right? And then they would do their big spell, and like they would fight, and then beam, beam, sword magic, origin flash. Yeah, they would do their fight as Asta is nearly out of mana. I haven't even did that much. Given I had to fight there, and then I fight here, and then fight those guys. And thanks for letting me chill here. Person I don't know. You know me. I feel like I would recognize your face. Um, you know me. You know the you know me. I'm. And then she would like pinch his cheek and pull it like how Nero did it. Yeah, fingerhead. Yeah, of course. You were always a human? Yes. Yes. Kinda. Sort of. It's a long story. But I'll tell you about it later. Um, I'm not gonna question it. I wish he would do stuff. Who? Ah, Yami. He left. Yeah, he's completely gone. Don't know where he is. Somewhere in that goo. Mm. Not my problem though. I mean, it will be since we also don't know. I mean, I know him, but he hasn't been back in like 8 years. I know of him. We've met, we've talked. He said he hated me, kinda. But yeah, I was also a kid then, so maybe his opinion has changed. But what? Long story. Uh, what the hell? What? What type of spell is that? That has to be. That's. They are like the strongest of the elves and the strongest. No, wait, the first. I'm not. So pissed. Hey Ares, you think we go in there one more time? Yes, but only one more before your body gives out. Yeah, I realize that. So I gotta make it count here, huh? Yeah. Unless you got anything, Nero. Um, I may have something. Actually, I do. She would use her sealing magic uh, to seal away his like his body like pain. Okay, that's what she's doing currently. Getting rid of all of his body pain. But that doesn't help my mana reserves, but I'll make this one count. Spirit Magic Leviathan Hybrid. The same transformation as earlier. As a large, thin. Well, no, he would have his whole his blade still in hand. Ah, ah, ah. I know what you're trying to do. Words. World speech magic. Mine. As he would, out of Asta's hands, his blade would then, the blue gradient, his first blade, then would poof, and then appear in Zogred's hand, who would reach up and just, and would say, Wither. And his blade would just crumble into pieces. You're dead. And then he would reach out his hand. This is my gift. A pool of water would just erupt like a swirling pool as a blade encased in blue scales would come out. Those blue scales would just uh go away, just like magically disperse. Silva's gift. The blade is here. If you don't remember what it looks like it has a silver blade with purple bird-like designs going up a quarter of the blade. The hilt is white with a gold butt cap, and the suba is a gold circle with purple bird-like designs going around within it in a circle. On the butt cap, there is a purple tassel, as the sheath would be white. Break this one in your. I'll take you down with my own hands. Water spirit magic! Leviathan's fin! As he would then blast off. 8 worlds unsealed. The same fin would encase the blade as usual, but then he would bring it so far behind him, it would kind of look like he would be flying with an extra wing. Right? Because there would be technically it looks more like a fin than a wing, but just boom. And then he would slice halfway through on one side, as then you could hear Wind Spirit Magic. Spirit of Burrows, I believe it is. Burrows, the sword one that Yuno has, and then on the other side, halfway through, and then a far away, you could hear Monozone, Dark Magic, Dark Cloaked, Dimensional Slash, Equinox! As a blade, a dimensional slash would cut through straight, like halfway within. Like Zogwood would be cut head to toe in half. No, dark magic. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. Water spirit magic. Leviathan's fin. 8 worlds unsealed. And then he would be cut in half. The heart would be cut directly in half, as then Yuno's blade would go straight through it again, cutting it into 4 pieces. That would begin to dissolve. You could hear her screams and whatever. You're not too. That's new. And then you could hear her laugh. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. A long silver blade would be through Asta's back, going through his stomach. And then as another one would go straight through the upper part of his chest. Not upper part there, but a upper farther up than the first one, just still within his stomach. He would begin to fall. Well, sometimes sacrifices must be made. But guess what, devil? I got friends with healing magic that can actually use it on me. See you later. I'll see you in hell. Then he would be caught healing magic. Sealing magic and healing magic. Leviathan's scales would begin to wrap around him. He's living. This isn't the end. Imagine I called this the final. That would be crazy. That would be insane. But either way, I'm ending it here. They win. Asta lives. No doubt about it. Idiots. But yeah. I'm sorry to make this one such a confusing episode, but sometimes we have those. Most because I'm dumb, honestly. I I was trying to hurry this up because it is nearly dark. And it snowed like a couple inches, so it's going to be very hard for me to see as my way out of where I am. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah. Um, yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Yeah. Thank you all. Hope you all come back for the next one. Sorry for this being so confusing, but yeah. Either way, hope to see you all next time. Bye.